Hello and welcome to another edition of the Stench of Truth. I just have two things very quickly I want to talk about. I'm going to try to make this really fast. First of all of the videos and the recordings that are going around the web about these supposed strange and weird sounds that supposedly are heard all over the world that sound alternately like the trumpets of the apocalypse or something from War of the Worlds, or some kind of like moaning, groaning sounds that apparently are like fast going over everything. Well, I've sort of had an evolution of ideas about this and what it actually is. Well, first of all, it's no fucking apocalyptic fucking trumpets, and it's no fucking spaceships coming down from the fucking whatever planet, doomsday, whatever. It's none of that shit. It's either a fucking out and out hoax, or you have people that maybe somewhat smartly trying to get their 15 minutes of fame by jumping on the 2012 bandwagon, with all the hoopla about the end of the Mayan calendar and the end of the world and all this kind of nonsense, by coming up with some kind of very clever sort of campaign to get their little 15 minutes of fame by having these apocalyptic sounds being recorded all over the world. Or it's some sort of psychological operation in order to foster the notion that we're entering this world of chaos and end of the world apocalypse and doom. And then there's a third possibility that it might be some sort of internet viral marketing campaign, which we saw first enacted very, very well by the Blair Witch Project. So keep your eye out for some sort of apocalyptic, trumpets blowing in the air sort of movie coming out that this is all going to be leading up to. I don't know where I stand on that, but I'm pretty sure that it's one of those three or some combination of them. One thing I'm absolutely certain of, none of them are fucking real in the sense that they are some kind of apocalyptic notice of doom for the fucking planet. You can take that to the fucking bank. The second part of this video is going to relate to Joe Paterno's passing. And first, for the Paterno family, I certainly have nothing but heartfelt sympathy for them on their loss. And certainly no one, even the most strident critics of Joe Paterno, should be sitting back right now and saying anything like it's good that he's dead, or he got what he deserved, or any of these sorts of things, because it's tragedy whenever anybody dies, especially when you die from some sort of very insidious cancer like he had. So it's a terrible tragedy that he's gone. But for the apologists who still want to try and make Joe Paterno into a victim in the entire pedophile scandal that involves his best friend Jerry Sandusky and the Second Mile charity up there in Penn State, I will only reiterate what I have said several times before, and that is that he knew what was going on. And just because he supposedly did what was required under the law does not mean that he did everything that he should have fucking done. And even though I think it was too little too late firing Joe Paterno, he needed to be removed. And they stopped short of gutting that entire fucking place up there, which is what they should have done. And now they have put in a cover-up committee with Louis Freeh up there. Now, one has to wonder, because I haven't heard anything about Joe Paterno suffering from any kind of cancer or any kind of medical condition until this whole thing came out. And it was very suddenly revealed. So, is it possible that Joe Paterno was given some form of fast-acting cancer like Jack Ruby, so they could knock him off as a warning to anybody else up there embroiled in this pedophilic scandal to keep your fucking mouth shut. Or else you're going to end up like Paterno, dead of cancer after a couple months of the specially factory-made sudden death cancer variety. I don't rule that out. But that doesn't excuse him either. Even if he was murdered by some sort of manufactured cancer, that doesn't excuse his complete inaction in the face of stuff that he had to know about. He had to know about it. And if he didn't know about it, he deliberately avoided knowing about it, which makes him just as fucking guilty. So no, I'm not happy to see that he's dead. It's a tragedy, and I'm sad that we've lost another life. But that in no way should be taken as an excuse for his inaction in the face of his best buddy, Jerry Sandusky, and all of the hideous activity that was going on at Penn State. Was he offed? As a warning to anybody else who might want to come forward? It's possible. I don't remember ever hearing any word about any kind of medical condition prior to this whole thing coming out. And then all of a sudden, boom, 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 dead. It's food for thought. Thank you.